this year they're more of a quicker team. I mean, they're averaging, probably in the mid-70s for points, which is excellent. Really like some real high-scoring games lately. I mean, that's players really go off lately. Anderson, Wilson, it's outstanding. And it's really a tough team to defend when those guys are playing well.
Chuck Goldsberg with us on our Spud pregame show tonight as Moorhead gets ready to take on the Fergus Falls Otters. They will play now for bragging rights as the two preliminary games have been split, with Moorhead winning the junior varsity game and Fergus Falls winning the sophomore game. For Fergus Falls, 15-6 on the season. Titus Christensen at 5'9" and a senior, averages 11.5 points per game. Dustin Cossette at 5'10" and a senior is the other guard. Jim Erickson at 5'9" and a senior, averages 8. Justin Arneson at 5'9" and a senior, averages 18. And Justin Retzlaff at 6'4" and a senior has been averaging 15 points per game. In the last meeting, Justin Arneson led the way with 20 and Titus Christensen right behind with 19. For the Spuds, 16-4 on the season. Jared Johnson at 5'8" and a senior, averages 10 points per game, had 18 to lead the Spuds scoring against the Otters less than 2 weeks ago. Dan Johnson at 6'4" and a senior, averages 5.5 points and 5.5 rebounds. Tony Birmingham at 6'3" and a senior, second leading Spuds scorer, averaging 15.5. Most dangerous from outside, he has 36 three-pointers. Travis Janis at 6'2" and a senior, averages 9 points a game and 5.5 rebounds. And Sam Grossen at 6'5" and a junior leads the Spuds scoring, averaging 17, leads the Spuds rebounders, averaging 7.5. He had 14 against Fergus Falls in their last meeting. Handshakes all around. Fergus Falls in their traveling gold uniforms with maroon with trim and white numbers, while the Spuds of the home standing black and orange and white. Ready to jump center, Sam Grossen will stand in. The Spuds will go left to right as we look on. While 6'4" senior Dustin Retzlaff stands in for the Otters. The tip over the top of Marty Moorhead, the official is picked up on the back side, and the Otters have it in the front court. Setting the play up to Erickson. Around the near side to Titus Christensen. Quickly returned up top to Jim Erickson, and the Otters look in from there. Working their way around to the far side to Christensen. Deep in the far right corner now for Cossette. Where the Spuds tight down the man. Here's Retzlaff on the outside. And the pass to the near corner to Jim Erickson. Takes right, goes left, deep to the corner. Is tied up by Dan Johnson, the Spuds defensive player. Onto the top of the lane and Titus Christensen. Deep to the near corner. The Otters very patient in their attack against the Spuds man-to-man. Not so much looking, but hoping to set up a high percentage shot. Here's Justin Retzlaff, a stripper in the lane, off the side hand. Rebound, put to the near side. Dan Johnson pulls it away. The Spuds are in the front court. 48 seconds after the opening tap, the Spuds have their first possession. In the lob underneath, Frank Grossen between two players, hard off the glass. Rebound, back up and in. Dan Grossen makes one of two, pulls in a rebound, and Moorhead opens up the scoring to lead at 2-0. Back up towards Jim Erickson for the Otters. Dan Johnson out on him. Pass on the right side, drive up the lane, handed up on the floor. Tip there as Justin Arneson got tangled up in a couple of Spuds and ended up hitting the deck. Dan Johnson picked up the foul, the game first. So the Otters are put in play from the baseline. With this pass a minute in, Moorhead leading 2-0. The pass comes in, open shot, baseline. Jim Erickson puts the shot up, and good, and he'll go to the line. Jim Erickson at the baseline, took the inbound pass, took an elbow from one of the Spuds, and he'll end up trying for three. Dan Johnson picks up another foul, his second, coming within seconds of each other, and at the first line shot is short by Erickson. Rebound underneath, and another foul is called. This one goes to the Otters. Dustin Cossette picks up the foul for Fergus Falls, and that's his first. He was reaching in, holding and grabbing on one of the Spud rebounders. So the game remains tied at 2, and the Spuds will have it out of the backcourt. Jared Johnson will work it in. Otters line things up full court, man-to-man. The pass in from Travis Janis, and he leads the way up court. Passes far side, Brian Bulick. Lines it up and shoots it home. Brian Bulick just into the game. Gives the Spuds the lead at 4-2. Back up court, one quickly near side. Out on the arc, there's the look up by Justin Arneson. He puts it up and in. Justin Arneson, a three-point field goal, gives the Otters the lead at 5-4. But turn it over on the inbound. At the baseline. They step across, and Fergus Falls will have it back at their own baseline. Now leading 5-4. Tim Erickson will handle it in. Bud still man-to-man. The pass to Ferguson in the near corner. Roll over the top. Left alone. Erickson puts it up and on the iron. Advances it. Drops for three. Tim Erickson and the Waters have converted consecutive three-point field goals and lead it now 8-4. But up forward. His side pass to Tony Birmingham. His first touch to the baseline. Floater. 12-footer on the rim and off. Raygon stripped loose. Scrambled after to the floor and picked up by Rutschloss. Here come the Otters. Long pass up and carried out of bounds by Tony Birmingham. Arguing his cause. Trying to get the favorable call from Marty Baumberg. But he shakes his head no. And the Otters will have the ball at midcourt. Long pass to his side. First touch up deep into the corner. And Tim Erickson passes where he puts the setup to Flemisher. Raygon beats the Janis in the front court trailing 8-4. Janis makes his move down the lane, but a whistle long before he got the shot away. And the auto foul comes from Tim Erickson. The Erickson his first, but put it in play, trailing 8-4. 5:39 to go, first quarter. Ryan Julius to handle it in. Lobs it in the middle, there's nobody there. Starts turn it over. Loose ball rolled off to the near side, but Justin Arneson has it safe there now. The Otters are in. Down to the far side. Titus Simpson to deep into the far corner. Left alone. Justin Arneson puts it on the rim. Rebound pulled away. Right, Janis behind the back dribble to get away from trouble and into the front court. Travis Janis. Head fakes loose and gives it off for Garrett Johnson. He'll drive. Then back up and drive back into the corner. Back out on top for Tony Birmingham. Out to the far side, Janis. Back out on top, Garrett Johnson. Dives down the lane. Works through it. Ball put her off the angle. Shoots it good. Garrett Johnson with a floater from 12. Has pulled the Studs within 2 and 8-6. Back at court Titus Christensen answers. Otters scoring quicker and lead it now 10-6. Less than 5 minutes remaining here in the opening quarter. Travis Janis goes underneath and throws it away. He was trying to pound the ball inside for Sven Christensen. Or for Sven goes to grab this. But Redcroft was there to steal it. Here's the ball thrown back towards midcourt and it's picked up by Tim Erickson. Otters avoid the turnover. Now the pass inside for Sven Grossen. And he leaned around and grabbed the hold to pick up the ball. Sven Grossen working on Justin Redcroft to pick up the foul. His first. That brings Jordan Selby into the Moorhead lineup, and here we face Travis Janis. Otters have stayed with their same lineup. The Studs have made a couple of changes along the way early. Here's a long pass in. Alley-oop to Tim Erickson. Quick return this side. Christensen shot is short. Rebound. Redcroft short. Rebound comes right back to Christensen. Angled it up short again. Shot flat from behind. Christensen again. Worked it loose. Finally, Sven Grossen goes in to tie it up. And they're going to call a neutral ball. Sven Grossen was double teamed on the rebound. And they are calling it a hard ball, an alternate possession goes to Moorhead. 10-6. Otters with the lead. Studs out of the backcourt. Pass into Jordan Selby. They'll wait for the backcourt to clear. Now still there against Tim Erickson. Jordan Selby low to the ground. Back down to the near side to Garrett Johnson. Round, looking inside, trying to get one in for Sven Grossen. Now a whistle on the backside of the play. Will give the ball to the Studs at the baseline with an auto foul going to Justin Redcroft. Well, that's turning out to be a real matchup down low. Justin Redcroft of the Otters and Sven Grossen of the Studs as they battle for position. At one end of the court and the other. Inbound, Tony Birmingham. There will screen set. Sven Grossen is second. And the Otters will have the ball back. 10-6, leading by 4. Here comes Mike Harstad. Harstad is into the sub line at 6'5" and a senior, and he replaces Grossen. Studs scored first, the Otters tied. Studs took the lead at 4-2, then the Otters connected on a couple of threes. Here's a pass underneath. Redcroft shot is blocked by Buick. Flipped off to the near side where Harstad picks it up, and the Studs are back up court. Pass to Telge. Far corner Buick. Fakes left, goes right, opens up 14-footer. Goal! Brian Buick has come off the bench for 4 and has pulled the Studs within a bucket. Up court, shot blocked by Buick, and it is tipped back up and in. Basket is good, and the Otters are back at the line. Basket is good. The foul to Brian Buick, trying to block the shot. And that sends Justin Redcroft to the line. Up after his first field goal. Fergus after a short rush. Dennis after a short rush is back into the stud lineup. Dr. Gutslav steps in at the line. Brian Buick is under the glass along with Mike Halstead. Otters making their first change. Now as Andy Larson checks in. At 6'3" and a senior. Weston Retzlaff with a 4-point lead. Retzlaff's shot is up and good. Retzlaff completes the 3-point play. And at 13-8. Otters have a 5-point advantage with 3.5 to go. Here's side Garrett Johnson drives, got out of position, gets it off Travis Dennis, missed on the shot. Rebound tipped to the floor and picked up by Tim Erickson. Quickly up court, Dustin Anderson gets all the way down. There's a shot off the glass it is. Dustin Anderson has 5 and the Otters are on the run and they lead at 58. Driving down, dribble, rolled to the floor, scrambled out of bounds. It was tipped away by the Otters. The Otters are playing like they wanted more here in the first quarter as they crack down a rolling loose ball. Tony Birmingham, about a 2-second break, is back into the lineup. 3 minutes and 4 seconds remaining first quarter. Otters have opened up a 7-point lead as Mike Halstead of Moorhead will put it in play. At the front baseline, the pass comes in to Tony Birmingham. Larry bouncer in, gets through from the start, double 4 turnover. Back on the Otters. Into the front field. Titus Christensen. Back out. Off to the far side. Down to the baseline. And from there to look in. Andy Larson forced it back out. Takes the return pass. Penetrates the lane. Lost the dribble. It's rolled out towards midfield. And the Otters take it back. Near side for Dustin Joseph. They'll bring it out on top and reload the offense and then travel with it. And that's the first turnover by Fergus Falls. The 5.5 minutes into the game, the Otters pick up their first turnover. And the Studs will come up court trailing by 7. Coach Shelby drops it in against Dustin Anderson. Passing near side for Birmingham. All the way down. Birmingham 260 spin down the lane battle. One too many big steps for Tony Birmingham. Tim Erickson back into the auto line. Garrett Johnson back into the Stud lineup. Otters will come up forward and try to take advantage of the Stud turnover. Tim Erickson takes a look at head coach Gary Schuler. Now heads in. Tries a double team just as he steps across midcourt. They pass it off right side, drive down the lane. Titus Christensen. Fingertip roll is good. Christensen with 4. The Otters on a 7-point run, leading by 9. Just over 2 minutes to go. First quarter. From Moorhead. Here's Garrett Johnson. Spinning loose, back out towards the midcourt line, then working off to the far side. Draws the angle and draws the foul for Dustin Joseph. So Brett half step late, cutting off Garrett Johnson. He slipped just as Garrett Johnson turned the corner, made the contact for Brett has his second. Dustin Anderson returns for the Otters. So both coaches are using their benches quickly. As players that come off don't take a lot of time, and now Mike Halstead, nobody to pass, he calls a timeout. Still with a minute 57 to go here in the first quarter. Fergus Falls holds the lead at 17-8. Tonight's game brought to you by Truba. Less than 2 minutes to go. 17-8 Otters with the lead first quarter. Studs will put it in play. We'll talk more about the possible playoff ramifications as we draw into the end of this basketball season. Back at him, top, Garrett Johnson. Looking in. Otters man-to-man. Post underneath. Head move. Buick. Gets up the shot away in time and pulls it back down. Around the perimeter to Garrett Johnson. Back on the far side. Janis in the middle. Down underneath. Buick is open. Up and over the top. Missing off the side of the rim and no good. Otters with the rebound. Up court quickly. Baseline. Titus Christensen gets loose. Angles it back out. Here's a look at by Dustin Anderson to the corner. Shot is up. It's good. Tim Erickson with his second three-pointer tonight. And the Otters are threatening to put this one away here in the first quarter. They're built up a 12-point lead with a minute 18 to go. Studs has not shot well here in the first quarter, while the Otters have been consistently shooting well. Here's a turnover as Tony Birmingham tried to drive and lost the dribble. Behind the back dribble, up court. And a foul as Tony Birmingham got the shot of his Studs are pushing off underneath. Tim Erickson with the foul, his second. Studs will have it in. That is just the 15th foul. Both teams now at 5. And so it appears like we'll be shooting a lot of free throws when we get into the second quarter near the end of the first half. 20-8, Otters with the lead. Studs but not scored since they trailed it at 10-8. So a 10-point run for the Otters. 1 minute to go, first quarter. Here's Garrett Johnson up in the circle. Sliding onto the far side, alley-oop. That is Janice is open. Garrett Johnson will get the assist. Travis Janice the basket, his first two. And it's 20-12. Down the near side. 50 Otters try to run the clock down here before the end of the quarter. Back out between the circles to Dustin Arneson. Near side to Tim Erickson. Pass on the far side, picked up by Arneson before it went out of the way. Near side now for Andy Larson. And they throw it away. It's up through the hands of the Studs, head up court. Here's Janis, give and go under the lane. Tony Birmingham leans back, goes in it to the glass, hoping to get a further roll. It came off too hard. But he draws the foul and will go to the line. Andy Larson picking up the outer foul, and that sends Tony Birmingham to the free throw line. He's the best percentage free throw shooter for the Studs at 82, having made 46 of 56. Is not scored tonight. And the lefty steps to the line and drops one in. Tony Birmingham. The third 1,000-point score in Moorhead history behind Sean and Seth Greenwald. And it was against the Otters at Roosevelt Gymnasium that Tony Birmingham cut through that 1,000-point barrier. Birmingham makes the second free throw on a 20-14. Another near steal on the back court, but the Otters break the press. Head up court now for Dustin Arneson. Back to the near side for Titus Christensen. And the Otters now clearly will attempt to set their offense for the final shot. Now a quick step up, shot drained off the iron, rebound tip side. Birmingham will head to midcourt. He'll take it all the way down. He's got time, and he throws it up before the buzzer goes off and didn't get a good chance at it, and the horn sounds. So, after 1 quarter of play from Moorhead, it's Fergus Falls 20 and the Spuds 12. A 10-point run midway through the first quarter. Have the lead on the Spuds as we start the second stanza. Fergus Falls leading at 20-12 and have the ball at midcourt. We're underway now as the Otters go right to left. Here's the drive in by Dustin Arneson. Quick pass to the corner. Titus Christensen is left alone. He is left alone to shoot from there. Rebound underneath. Flip back out. The set with the rebound. Outside it comes a shot blocked and tipped right back to Arneson. Floater down the lane. Opens up and puts it off the rim. Ripped out. Again the Otters crack it down. This time a traveling violation is called and the Spuds will have it. Great hustle. Trying to track down a loose ball that rolled into the Spud fan section across the way. Spuds trying to lessen the deficit as they trail by 8. Here's Travis Janice as they look in against the zone. The Otters are man-to-man through most of the first quarter. On the perimeter, return near side. Here's Janice. He's outside and he shoots it in and out. Rebound. Dustin Retzloff pulls it away. Outlet pass and Christensen quickly into the front court with a long pass. Return on top. Bumped by Dustin Arneson, but he picked it up. Bounces it underneath. Driving down the lane. Shot blocked. Then Gorson foul ball. He'll go to the line, shooting two. Then Gorson has picked up his third foul. And that is crucial to the Spartan game plan. The ability for Sven Gorson to get open inside, of which he has not been able to yet tonight. He has got one basket and now has picked up his third foul, and that'll bring Brian Bulick in. Absalom, free throw up, and good by Luke Braxton, who came in at the quarter break. And the Otters on the second drive. Braxton makes 1 of 2, and it's 21-12. We'll win it into the second quarter. Otters stay in their zone. Spuds working around the perimeter. Off to the far side for Dan Johnson. To the baseline and back out. Janice on the drive. Back out now for Garrett Johnson. Around the perimeter to Travis Janice. Now the drive, Garrett Johnson. Gives it out to Bulick in the lane. Turns. Shooting short. Rebound. Tip to the baseline. And again, the Otters control the loose ball. Heads up for a pass to Titus Christensen. Works it back out. Here's a drive up the lane. Stopping short. Shot altered. Comes up short. Rebound. Otters again. Dustin Cossette will go to the line. Travis Janice picks up his first foul. Well, that's the 17th foul against the Spuds. This is a shooting foul. Dustin Cossette getting 2. They are in the bonus down the rest of the half. Dustin Cossette, 5'10" in the senior. Puts the free throw up and good. And the Otters are back to a 10-point lead at 22-12. Their biggest lead was 20-8. The second free throw was up short by Cossette. And the Otters again make one of two. So the Spuds now trailing by 10. Here's Garrett Johnson. Around to the far side looking at the zone. Back out to Janik. And around the perimeter. Birmingham on the line. Puts it up short. Rebound. Tip. Dan Johnson cleans it away. Spuds have it back again. Around the perimeter for Garrett Johnson. Out in conference out to Janik. In the lane. Offensive foul. Travis Janik took a dribble. A penetration dribble into the lane. The Otter defender hit the net, and Janik picks up his second foul. Out of the backcourt, Titus Christensen works it far side. Then the long pass in for Luke Braxton. Chip pass across far side, opens up shot, won't go. Rebound tripped up. Finally, here's Lewis going off the backside, but Garrett Johnson was standing out of bounds when he took the ball back again. So every bounce has been a bit of a peculiar bounce during the first half. And the Otters so far have been able to take advantage of that and their execution on offense to take a 10-point lead. Jim Erickson into the Otter lineup. As Dustin Cossette will handle it in from the baseline out to Titus Christensen. Back out on the near side to Erickson. Down the perimeter, return to Erickson. Looking inside. Back out it comes Christensen. Now we've got a push foul. One of the Otters ended up hitting the deck. Tony Birmingham has picked up the foul, and that's his first. Coming off a screen, Tony Birmingham tried a little sleight of hand, only got caught. With his first foul, will be a bonus situation now for Dustin Cossette. 5:37 to go here in the first half. Cossette a moment ago made one of two, and he makes the first here and will get a bonus free throw. And the Spuds and Otters still looking for their first field goal here in the second quarter. But the Otters now scoring at the free throw line have improved their lead to back to 12, and they've doubled up the Spuds at 24-12. They've done it by switching up their defense. In the first quarter, played tight man-to-man. Second quarter, it's the zone. Here's Dan Johnson out in the near corner. Back out on top. To Garrett Johnson looking in. Now reversing far side. Back on top. Here's side to Birmingham. Spuds is not getting a good look at the basket. Out on top to Garrett Johnson. Back way out on top now to Tony Birmingham. The return, and Garrett Johnson trying to send someone loose. Ben Grossen on the bench after picking up his third foul, so the Spuds are basically without their key post player. And toss it to the corner. Open enough to shoot from there with two. And three. Tony Birmingham goes dancing on the move. He's got five. And it's 24-15. Spuds have pulled it at 9. Sinders down the lane. Christensen. Shot is blocked. Held ball. Ultimate possession of Moorhead. Titus Christensen on a spin move into the lane. Through two Spud defenders. Both of which had their hands on top of the ball to create a neutral ball. And Moorhead will head up court now, trailing by 9. That was a big basket by Birmingham a moment ago. He brings the deficit back inside of 10. Here's Garrett Johnson. Looking out to the far side for Janik. Back out on top, Garrett Johnson gets the screen. Works goes from the shot off a goal. Garrett Johnson off a drive. At the first line, rolls it in. He's got 4. The Spuds now full of 24-17. Otters making substitutions. Justin Arneson is back there. And also Andy Larson. Otters out of the backcourt. Spuds will put on three-quarter court pressure. 4.5 minutes to go first half. Into the front court to Erickson. Between the leg dribble, near side. Larson out of the corner. Working against Janik. Larson with it, goes all the way over the top of the zone to the far side of Powell with it. And for the Otters, a couple of misfortunes now in their last possession. Seeing a 12-point lead comes to 7 and give the ball away to the Spuds to head up court now with 4:09 left. Garrett Johnson shooting quickly off the iron. Rebound slams out of bounds, and it'll go to the Otters. Travis Janik sailing in on the backside, tipped it out. Titus Christensen will handle it in play for Fergus Falls with just over 4 minutes to go. The pass in to Tim Erickson will isolate on Dan Johnson and work his way up. Driving all the way down, getting a loose, but puts the layup side in. Rebound, Dan Thompson pulls it loose. Spuds come back up to it. So the Otters have not scored in the last 4 possessions. The Spuds have cut the deficit to 7. Near side for Houston. Back out on top for Garrett Johnson. The return for Tony Birmingham near side. He'll look for the screen. Open up too quickly. Up the short. Rebound tipped to the near side. Scrambled after. And picked up by Justin Anderson. Gonna go past distance and layup. Otters pick up a loose ball and turn it quickly into 2. Back to a 9-point Otter lead now at 26-17. Here's Garrett Johnson. Around the far side for Dan Johnson. Give and go pick pass on an ace. Deflected loose. It was wide open around the rim, but came away. And the Otters are back up to it. Here's Titus Christensen to line it up and shoot the 3. Oh, the Otters have come back in a flurry. And are back to a 12-point lead at 29-17. They've outscored the Spuds 9-5 here in the second quarter. And they've equaled their biggest margin. Here's Birmingham with a drive. He got shoved out of the way by Justin Arneson, who picks up his first. 4 3-pointers by the Otters here in the first half already. The Otters not shooting has taken them to a 12-point lead. Preston runs go out for Preston in the set. Back into the Otter lineup. And Tony Birmingham steps up to the line for Moorhead. 5 points tonight on 2 free throws and a 3-point field goal. Birmingham, free throw is good. Birmingham now with 6 and it's 29-18. Back at the line. Birmingham settles in. Free throw is up. It's on the rim. It crawls forward and drops in. Birmingham now with 7 to lead the Spuds scoring and 2 Moorhead within 10 at 29-19. Otters quickly in, shooting quickly. This one is off the end. Rebound tip loose. Going back down. He was standing out of bounds. Justin Arneson tried to pick up the loose ball out of play and throw it back in, but he was standing on the block plane around the court. So the Spuds head back up towards trailing by 10. Garrett Johnson runs the offense to Moorhead. Bounce the near side to Mike Houston. Back out of top, Dan Johnson. Quick reversal, far side. Johnson back on top. Janis is open. Left hand it up. Short on the free throw. Rebound. Janis pulls it back up and misses off the iron. Rebound tipped to the corner. Janis backs it down. And now Marty Baumberg with the whistle. Janis was standing out of bounds. The Spuds have not been shooting well on their home court against the Otters tonight. As the Otters break the press with a pass. Long pass up at 2-on-1. Larson opens up and shoots on the net. Dan Johnson dives loose for the rebound. Heads up court, gets away from the defender. Dan Johnson. And back out now for Garrett Johnson. But trailing 29-19 with 2 minutes to go first half. Here's Garrett Johnson. Strong pass near side for Tony Birmingham. Now the Otters are back to man-to-man. Out to the far side, Garrett. Into the far corner, Travis Janik. Lobs it underneath. It got through the hand of Mike Houston. But Dustin Cossette trying to save it was actually out of bounds when he gathered it in. Brian Billick will step back in for Moorhead. He'll replace Mike Houston. Dan Johnson will handle it in. Buds have their work cut out for them now. They're down the stretch of their first half. The pass in. Billick opens up 12 for the baseline. Good. Brian Billick. He's got 6. And it's 29-21. Otters in transition quickly off the glass. And their quickness is too much. Ironess is now with 7. The Otters are back to a 10-point lead. Bud fast break down the lane. Janis off the glass with it. Janis now has 4. Foot race basketball. Long pass up Justin Redcroft, but he traveled with it. 31-23. Buds inbounding down by 8. Garrett Johnson will work it up now to 17 to go. At the midcourt line. Buzz off to the far side to Dan Johnson. Give and go pass down the lane. And Garrett Johnson got tangled up. And he'll be at the line shooting the bonus. Garrett Johnson cutting between 2 Otter defenders. Ended up hitting the deck. The foul goes to Justin Redcroft, his second. And Garrett Johnson will step to the free throw line for Moorhead. 1:08 to go. Spuds trailing it by 8. State. Tonight's game brought to you by the State Bank of Moorhead, Fargo, and West Fargo, with 6 convenient locations to serve you. Proud to be a part of the Red River Valley State Bank of Moorhead. And by Moorhead Drugs, a store-friendly service is located in the Moorhead Center Wall. Moorhead Drugs features a full-service pharmacy with U.S. Postal Station and much more. For all of your pharmacy needs, it's Moorhead Drug and the Moorhead Center Mall. The speed of the Otters. Miss on the layup. Rebound. No, it will not go. Garrett Johnson missed the free throw. It got tipped towards midcourt, and nobody's going to beat Dustin Anderson to a loose ball. He took it all the way in, but it rolled out the iron. And on the rebound, Luke Broxton picked up his first foul, and it sends Dan Johnson to the line for Moorhead. A 54% free throw shooter. The quick shot is up on the walls off the side. It is no good. Rebound Otters. Still leading by 8. Long pass up. Christensen down the lane. Moves it off the glass and in. Christensen is having another big night against the Spuds. He has 11 here in the first half. The Otters are back to a 10-point lead at 33-23. Back out on top, Garrett Johnson runs the Spud offense around the perimeter for Tyler Janis. Travis Janis near side. His pass to Tony Birmingham is tipped out of bounds by Dustin Cossette. Spuds will bring it in with 36 seconds to go in the half. Dan Johnson handles it in for Garrett Johnson. Otters man-to-man. Here's Travis Janis around the far side. Dan Johnson on top of Tony Birmingham. He'll isolate, move into the lane. He got the shot away, but the foul occurred before that. And Tony Birmingham will step to the line with a double bonus. Dustin Cossette has picked up his third foul. Tony Birmingham, with 24 seconds to go, has a chance to help the Spuds cut inside of a 10-point deficit. Birmingham tonight with 7. The free throw is good. Birmingham has 8. He is 5 for 5 from the line, and add to that a 3-point field goal. Nicholas Pickett is into the Otter lineup as he replaces Dustin Cossette after he has picked up his third foul. Birmingham makes the second free throw. That gives him team-high 9. And the Spuds hold it at 33-25. There's a steal by Garrett Johnson. Driving down. Gives it back up. Dan Johnson to Thomas Janis. Stepping back up by the arc. Puts it on the rim and won't go. Rebound. Scramble loose. They got a chance. It's 3-on-2 at the arc. The bounce pass to the baseline is out of bounds. And the Spuds will have a chance to put it in play with 1 second left in the half. There's a long pass up. Bulick has it tipped out to the near side, and the horns sound. Whoa, we have the makings of a good one. They're the only 2 players in jeopardy. The Otters will have the ball to start the second half, and they will go left to right as we look on as Titus Christensen prepares to inbound. Waiting is Dustin Arneson, Dustin Cossette, Tim Erickson, and Justin Redfrost. The both teams starting the second half as they started the game. The Spuds along with Jolson have Janis, Birmingham, Travis, Dan, and Garrett Johnson. There's an alley-oop way up over the top. The Spuds are waiting for it, and it's picked off. They saw it coming, and Sven Jolson has the steal. Give off pass near side. Dan Johnson opens up and puts it on the rim. Jolson rebound is good. Sven Jolson now with 4. And the Spuds are pulled within 6 of 33-27. It's as close as they have been since midway through the first quarter. Another turnover by the Otters. Janis to Garrett. To Tony Birmingham in the front court. Back on far side. Around the perimeter. Back out. Garrett Johnson on top. His 3 try misses. Rebound tip loose. Janis back underneath. Birmingham floats. Puts it off the backside. Rebound tip loose and out of bounds. And the Spuds will keep it. So the Otters with 3 turnovers to start the third quarter. And the Spuds are pulled within 6 to 33. 27 to have it in play. Dan Johnson throws a baseball pass. And Tony Birmingham is pulling himself off the floor as he took a big collision in the paint. Justin Redfrost has now picked up his third. So the Otters now with 2 players on the floor with 3 fouls each. Here's Dan Johnson with a long pass towards midcourt to Travis Janish. Quick return. Dan Johnson takes right, goes right, puts it up, off the iron too high. Travis Janish pulls away the rebound, and he's bumped out of bounds. Titus Christensen collapsing down to pick up the rebound, bumped Travis Janish out of play. And that's his first foul. Still first minute, third quarter. The pass comes in. Sven Grossen has his shot deflected. Justin Retzloff went up and just got a finger on it and stopped the shot short. Back up the other in the lane. Now from floater too high by Tim Harrison. Rebound Garrett Johnson. And Moorhead comes back up short. A minute in, down the lane. Garrett Johnson gets loose. Fingertip flares. Low Garrett Johnson. And it's 33-29. Boyd is going back within 4. Long pass near side, deflected but picked up by Justin Arneson. Back up between the circles. Quick return, far side, to front line, but up to Smith. Rebound in the paint. Titus Christensen angles it underneath and drops it in. Titus Christensen breaks the drought for the Otters, and Fergus Falls takes back a 6-point advantage at 35-29. Alley-oop underneath Spud turnover. Trying to get the ball into Sven Grossen, but the Otters are too tall. Outside a straight try, hard up the iron. Rebound over the top, Justin Retzloff, and that's his fourth. And quickly, Luke Braxton checks in. Well, Justin Retzloff has picked up a couple of fouls to start the third quarter. And that puts him on the bench with 6:10 to go. Otters with a 6-point lead. Right out of the backboard. Garrett Johnson working in on Justin Arneson. After the far side for Sven Grossen. Bouncer in, Dan Johnson. Left alone, 17-footer on the rim. Shot tipped out of bounds. Spud will bring it back in. Sven Grossen went for the rebound, but had it tipped away by Luke Braxton. And so the Spuds will try. Here's Birmingham off the inbound play. And rebounds out. Tip loose. Janish had it tipped away. And here come the Otters on the run. All the way down. Basket is good. Offensive foul. Joe Basket on the charge to Justin Arneson. The official down court appeared to be ready to call it one way, then went the other. And for Arneson, his second. Basket is taken off, and it remains a 6-point game at 35-29. Garrett Johnson will be handling the ball in play. Waiting to clear the floor. There was a wet spot after the last collision. Garrett Johnson inbound. Johnson in for Travis Janish. He hands it back to Garrett Johnson, who heads up to it. Into the front court now, and the officials stop play. We've got a malfunction with the clock. And that will put the... we've got someone standing on the clock wires. They have been asked to move, and the clock has steadied. So we will have the offense from sight. Good. Just about everything is happening here tonight. In this, the year 2000, the Millennium Bucks are still fighting. And off into Titus Janish. Around the midcourt line. Janish works it off to the far side with an alley-oop. Garrett Johnson brings it back out between the circles. Otters man-to-man. Here's Janish down the lane. Springs it off to Garrett Johnson. Near side, Dan Johnson. Down the lane, gets loose, fingertip roll on the rim and in! Dan Johnson just got it over the lip of the rim with his first two. And the Spuds have pulled within 4, 35-31. From the corner, just inside the arc for two. Justin Arneson now has 9. And the Spuds pick up a foul on the inbound. Garrett Johnson with his first foul. Trying to get the ball back from the Otters. Or rather trying to break loose as the Spuds tried to put the ball back into play. And so the foul now gives the ball back to the Otters. They have already scored on this trip up floor. Take back a 6-point lead. Here's Titus Christensen in the lane. Working loose, slicing his way in. Shot missed. Rebound, Sven Grossen. Outlet pass to Tony Birmingham and into the front court. A three here would cut the deficit right in half. To the far side, Bueller. Back out on top. And Garrett Johnson just does save it from going out of bounds. Garrett Johnson sprints off to the far side, gives away to Bueller. Give and go down the lane. Birmingham leans in, shot missed. Deflected over the top of Mike Harford and it rolls to the floor. Van Grossen baseline up and off the rim. Rebound Tony Birmingham. He leads it up and puts it in. Tony Birmingham now with 11, and it's 37-33. This game has tightened up. The Otters in the first half had leads from 8 to 12 through most of the first half. But the Spuds have come out and have outscored the Otters 8 to 4 starting the third quarter. Brian Buick has just picked up a foul, his second for the Spuds. This is not a game to be officiated by the meek and mild. Every call is important as to the outcome of the game. Here's a shot by Tim Erickson that misses, the free throw rather, and he's 0 for 2 on the night. Erickson settling in with his second free throw. It's up, and this one is good. 9 on the night for Tim Erickson. The Otters lead it by 5 at 38-33. This game, at this point, here's a drive by Garrett Johnson. He was held. Garrett Johnson, it isn't often you're going to get a step of Dustin Anderson, but Garrett Johnson with a nifty move to slip past Anderson, who picks up his third foul. The foul's now becoming a real concern for Gary Schuler. Dustin Retzlaff on the bench already with his fourth. Dustin Cossette and Dustin Anderson each with 3 for the Otters. There's Julich on the inbound for 2! Brian Julich now with 8, and it's 38-35. That equals his season high. Here's a shot up, and Julich comes over the top and picks up the foul. Brian Julich appeared to have the easy shot block, but he made some contact on the backside. And Julich has picked up his third foul. So the Bud post players, Ben Grossen and Brian Julich, now each with 3, and both are on the floor. There's a shot up, and rattles and drops in. Justin Anderson has 10. The Otters have a 4-point lead at 39-35. Justin Anderson's second free throw is also good. That gives him 11 on the night. And the Otters take back a 5-point lead with 3:52 to go. We're just past the halfway mark in the third quarter. Here's Travis Jennings out of top to Jordan Shelby. The return to Harford. Near corner for Buick. Underneath. Grossen drives the triple beam with the shot up and goes! With the dribble, low to the floor. Here's side now for Janet. Working loose. To the near corner for Harston. Back out on the perimeter for Telge. Now Buick takes it down the lane. Works Lewis. He'll lean back and put it in. Brian Buick now with 10, and that's his season best to tie the game at 40. That was one of those shots that Chuck goes and said, "Bob, don't sit." Oh, good shot. It was not according to plan, but it went in. Here's a drive up the lane. Miss. Rebound. Jordan Telge at the baseline. 5 from a chance to take the lead. Their first center was 4-2, and Jennings has it roll out of bounds. Travis Jennings lost control of the dribble heading into the corner, and we're going to find out. Barry Schuler is up on the floor, and we've got a break with 2 minutes and 30 in the third quarter, and it's tied the game at 40 as they're trailing by 8 at half and by 12 through most of the second quarter. Out on top on the simple Fergus Falls. The Titus Christensen baseline works loose. Shot by a big deflected. Brian Buick takes it away. Back on the Spuds. Long pass, and it's going way over the top. Nobody home. The Spuds on consecutive turnovers with chances to regain the lead. 2 minutes and 11 seconds to go. Otters inbound, and they throw it all the way across and out of bounds. Spuds will bring it back in. And So the Otters return the favor, throwing to an open wing. And Studs will put it in play right in front of the student section. Game tied at 40 here in the third with 2:10 to go. The pass comes in for Garrett Johnson. Out between the circles. Near side off to Dan Johnson. Inside the arc and a handoff to Garrett Johnson. Down the lane, Travis Janish. Leans it back out. Now Garrett Johnson. Works it out to the far right side. Alley-oop underneath. Ben Grossen up the top and puts it in. Assist to Garrett Johnson. Ben Grossen with a basket has nine. The Studs have their first lead since it was 4-2. 1:40 to go in the third quarter. Into the high post, the low skipper underneath. Anderson's shot is blocked by Grossen. Outlet pass, Garrett Johnson. Steps to the left. Garrett Johnson drives. Kicks it back out to Dan Johnson. Works it up and back out now between the circles to Garrett Johnson. Around the far side, Johnson looks deep into the corner and then brings it back out with a dribble. Here's Dan Johnson into the arc. Shakes loose. Leans it underneath and Sven Grossen is wide open. Dan Johnson did his magic. He will get the assist. Grossen now with 11. And back up to it. Otters turnover. Johnson up the glass it is. The Studs at 6-point lead at 46-40. Justin Anderson calms the waters momentarily as he picks up a basket. He's got 13. And at 46-42, the Studs went on an 11-point run. Here's Garrett Johnson on drive. Oh, it is good, and he'll go to the line. Oh, my, what a third quarter for the Studs. It is not the same team that headed into the locker room at halftime. Garrett Johnson now with 8. He'll be at the line. The foul was to Tim Erickson. That's his third. The 4 players for Fergus Falls now with 3 fouls or more. As Garrett Johnson's free throw is good. He completes the 3-point play. And the Studs have a 7-point lead at 49-42. They have outscored the Otters 14-2 in this last run. 28 seconds to go in the third. Across midcourt. Bouncing his side for Titus Christensen. Back out between the circles for Justin Anderson. Here's the return for Christensen. Crowd is now into it. Back out between the circles. Studs forcing the Otters to go deep into the clock. Less than 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Here's Tim Erickson working it around the perimeter. They would like him to shoot. Here's the pass underneath. Big move down the lane and in. Charlie Shona just into the game, and he converts on an alley-oop pass inside to end the scoring in the fourth quarter. Or in the third quarter, rather. We go to the fourth quarter at Moorhead 49. Fergus Falls 34.
For terms and conditions, call 236-8600. The Grand March sale and bottom line savings end soon, so hurry to Selling Motors, south of I-94 Moorhead.
Back at Moorhead High as we head into the fourth quarter of play. The Studs outscored Fergus Falls 24-11 in the third quarter and lead it by 5. Here's the pass in to Travis Janish. He steps across midcourt. Studs going right to left as we look on. Here's Dan Johnson. Down the lane and back out to Garrett Johnson. Around the perimeter with a pass deep into the near corner, then underneath. Ben Grossen tracks it down. Underneath, Ben Grossen on the lane, turns, shoots and drops it in. Ben Grossen with a big basket. He's got 11 in the second half, and Moorhead leads it now 51-44. But Titus Christensen in the near right corner. Back out on top. Tim Erickson works it out to the far side. Here's the drive in by Dustin Cossette on the rim. It spins out. Rebound, post up by Schoenhardt, missing. Rebound, pulled in by Tony Birmingham. Studs are at midcourt with a 7-point lead. Garrett Johnson with a high dribble. Alley-oop underneath. Grossen gets loose, but he's fouled before he got the shot away. And the foul goes to Tim Erickson, and that's his fourth. Well, in spite of the fact that the Otters led by 8 at the half, they were showing the tendency of picking up some serious foul problems, and that has continued here in the second half. Grossen's circle is good, and he'll get a second. 14 on the night for Sven Grossen, 12 in the second half. Moorhead has inched its way to its biggest margin. A second free throw is good by Grossen, and Moorhead leads it now 53-44. A minute in with 7 remaining. There's a turnover. Flip loose, scramble after, Spuds through, 3-on-2. Giveaway, Dan Johnson to the baseline. Janis will line it up and shoot it in! Janis now with 6, and the Spuds have caught fire here in the second half and lead it by 11. Back on out of 10 minutes, going to go. Schuler wants a timeout. A timeout in Moorhead. We'll keep it here with 6:30 to go. The Spuds have worked up a 55-44 advantage. Today's game brought to you by the Moorhead Area Public Schools, where we promote learning from both inside and outside the classroom. District is pleased to sponsor activities for learners of all ages. This message brought to you by the Moorhead Area Public Schools and by John T. Anderson Agency. They can help you in employee benefits. The Blue Cross Blue Shield of Minnesota, the HMO, disability and life insurance. Call the John T. Anderson Agency and Moorhead at 236-8787. Tonight's game is also brought to you by State Bank of Moorhead, Fargo, and West Fargo. 6 convenient locations to serve you, and proud to be a part of the Red River Valley. Proud to be in their new facility on South A Street in Moorhead, the State Bank of Moorhead. Moorhead Drug also brings you tonight's action. It's a store offender service located in the Moorhead Center Mall, a full service pharmacy with a postal station and much more. For all of your pharmacy needs, Moorhead Drug in the Moorhead Center Mall. Otter's back in, trailing now by 11 with 6:41 to go. Dustin Cossette is back in the lineup. And then Matt Johnson has checked in. 25, that is Matt Johnson. He's 5'11" and a sophomore. And they are questioning whether he is an eligible player. I think at this point there's some controversy, maybe not controversy, but certainly some questions being asked here. And whether he will be allowed to play or... And the questions continue. And don't be surprised to see the coach is playing a few mind games here now with the official scoring table and with the officials and with the opposing coach. It looks like Andy Larson now will be coming to the side court. 6:41 to go. The officials now will make play available. And Matt Johnson will check in, but not until the next opportunity. And so play continues. Here's Dustin Cossette. Back out on top. Larson works it near side. Spuds, tight man-to-man defense. Around out on top, Nathan Klein. He led the sophomores in scoring the preliminary game. Opens up, shot missed. Wave onto the floor, picked off. Spuds are on the run. 3-on-2. Birmingham just inside the arc. Birmingham, and the Spuds now lead it by 13. It's the biggest lead for either team. 6:09 to go. Here's a 3-try by the Otters up the end. Rebound to the floor. Tumbling violation Moorhead. Tony Birmingham went high between 2 defenders. Came down and fell to the floor. And without contact and without anybody holding the ball, the turnover to Moorhead. 57-44. Spuds now leading by 13 after trailing by 8 at half. The pass comes in for Nathan Klein. Out now between the circles to Matt Johnson. 2 sophomores in the lineup for the Otters. And a whistle away from the play. Foul to Garrett Johnson. He reached in and grabbed Garrett Johnson with his second. The play now by Dustin Cossette. Long pass, far corner, lined it up, shoots the 3. Justin Anderson with game high 16, and it's 57-47. That's the first point for the Otters here in the fourth quarter. Spuds leading by 10. Underneath, Ben Grossen, turnaround off the arm. Rebound, tip back up to Grossen. On top, Birmingham is left alone. And there's dancing on the move. Tony Birmingham with team high 16. Spuds are to a 13-point lead. There's a line drive shot by Matt Johnson that ends up out of bounds. Bud tipped it away. Oh, we got a foul. A foul in there as well. Travis Janish has picked up his third. So now the Spuds, 3 players with 3 fouls. Gillick, Janish, and Grossen. 2 of them are on the floor. Janish and Grossen. There's a ball in for Justin Anderson. Way back out on top. Around to the far side. Here's Dustin Kostep. Whistle before he got the shot away. Holding foul. Glenn Grossen looking up as though it may have been on him. And if so, that is his 4th. Glenn Grossen has picked up his 4th foul. Mike Harstead is in. And he replaces Ken Grossen, but he had a big third quarter, big second half. As he picked up 13 of his 15 here in the second half of play. Out now for Justin Anderson. He leads all series with 16 on the far side. But look in. Now the drive. Gets back out. Anderson returns the pass far side for Matt Johnson. Underneath, they were slipped away. Otters will have it back. Justin Retzlaff has returned to the Otter lineup. He picked up a 4th foul. His 3rd and 4th in a matter of about a half a minute in the 3rd quarter. And that took him out of the game at that point. Here's a line drive shot by Anderson for Troy Miss. Rebound Janish. Lead pass. Dan Johnson will slow it down. Birmingham will step back. There's 3 Troy misses. Rebound Harstead, but pulled away by Retzlaff, and the Otters have it back. Heading back up to it. Justin Anderson drives. Leads back off the glass it in. What a move by Justin Anderson. He's got 18 and it's 60-49. Otters trying to start up their comeback drill. Rolling through within 11. Spuds with the lead in the front court. There's Garrett Johnson. See if the Spuds decide to put things in the cooler and play possession offense. Here's Dan Johnson. Swung around near side for Janish. Back on top. Garrett Johnson. Around the perimeter now for Travis Janish. Spuds can play this 4th quarter a whole lot differently than the 1st quarter when they were trying to catch the Otters. Now they've got the lead. Here's Janish on the drive. Boston is good! Janish is fouled. Retzlaff picks up his fly, his 5th foul, and Janish goes to the line. Justin Retzlaff with his game disqualification foul at the 3:52 mark. And that brings in senior Charlie Schoenhardt. Travis Janish will step to the line, trying to complete a 3-point play. 3:52 remaining. That's back to a 13-point lead. Janish with 8 tonight on 4 field goals. The first goal is good. Janish now retired. Back up court from the Otters. Now 3:49 to go. The clock will soon be a factor. There's a long 3-try by Nathan Fine. Miss. Rebound to the corner. Otters have it back. Stepping back. Justin Anderson. 3-try misses. Rebound Mike Harstead. And the Spuds have it now with 3:34 to go. Their biggest lead at 63-49. They've held the Otters to 5 points in the 4th quarter. There's 3.5 minutes to play. There's a drive by Garrett Johnson. Fingertip on the rim. It dances and drops away. That is fouled on the way in. And will be at the line. Foul goes to Nathan Klein. That's his first. Garrett Johnson steps up. He's got 9 tonight. Pizzo is good. Garrett Johnson with 10. Back at the line, Garrett Johnson now with 11. Spuds have shot free throws well in tonight's game, and they lead at 65-49. Just more than 3 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. Here's a drive. Ball deflected loose. Picked up by Tim Erickson. Gives it out for Anderson. And the reach-in foul is called. Spuds also picked up, not the reach-in, but rather the block foul. And that is the 17th foul against the Spuds. Garrett Johnson with his 3rd. Justin Anderson steps to the line. He has game high 18. 7 in the first half, 11 here in the second half, and now 12. Dan Larson is back in, replacing Mike Harstead. Wilson plays with 4 fouls. And comes in just moments after Justin Westlaw fouled out. At the line, Fergus spins out. Rebound pulled in by Travis Janish, who was high in the air to pull it away. Spuds up court now with 3 minutes to go, leading it by 15. After the far side. Travis Janish working in the court. Now this is to Tony Birmingham. They've gone into their flex offense and are running the clock. After Travis Janish. Holding the ball up mid-court. He's in trouble time-wise. Now uses a dribble, gets away, slides down the lane, shoots too high. Wilson rebound back in. Wilson with an offensive rebound and the basket. And Moorhead leads at 67-50. 2:25 to go from the corner. Baseline misses. Rebound on the floor. Picked off by the Otters. Erickson back in. Leans the shot up too high. Rebound to the floor. Scrambled after. Roll out to the near side. Big hit put on by Garrett Johnson as he bumped an Otter to the floor. Garrett Johnson picks up his 4th foul. Jordan Kelly playing Buick back into the stud lineup. The foul on Garrett Johnson sends Nathan Klein to the line. Young sophomore Nathan Klein. At 9 points for the Otter sophomores in their win over the Moorhead sophomores earlier tonight. And he makes the free throw. He'll get a second. Nathan Klein settles in. His free throw is up. It's no good. Bouncing hard. Right back to Tony Birmingham. Pass to Travis Janish. And he works in on Justin Arneson. Drives the double team. Janish just does pick up a dribble. To Jordan Troggy, now to Dan Johnson. Back to Troggy near side with 1:54 to go. Gives it off to Travis Janish. The Spuds will be content now to play ball control, perhaps shoot free throws the rest of the way. Avoid the turnover. Here's Dan Johnson knifing in. And he gets the basket to drop in, and he has a free throw coming. Dan Johnson picks up a loose ball. Going in between Otter defenders. Charlie Schoenhardt picks up the foul. Dan Johnson now with 6 is at the line. Moorhead has taken an 18-point lead on the Otters here in the second half. Fergus Falls brings Luke Braxton and Andy Larson back in. It'll be Braxton and Arneson under the glass for Fergus. As Dan Johnson steps to the line. His free throw is up and good. Dan Johnson completes the three-point throw. That brings Colin Finken into the lineup for the Spuds as they lead it now by 19. There was no indication at halftime that this game would turn out this way. After the far side, Arneson will try. This one is good for 3. Justin Arneson leads all scorers with 22. 1:27 to go. Troggy in trouble in the backcourt. Dribbles out of trouble. Then is in more trouble and has the ball taken away, and it's finally called as a held ball. And with the break, Nathan Klein returns. And for the Spuds, they bring in Rick Dunsa. Otters will have it in from side court. Walking his way up, Matt Johnson, one of a couple of sophomores. Here's a steal by Jordan Troggy. He'll go all the way down, lays out short. Rebound Travis Janish, 360 spin short. Rebound flipped up, Janish puts it back up long. Rebound flipped up and away, Finken back in, it's good. Finken will go to the line. The Spuds have made everything work in their favor in the second half. The first half belonged to the Otters, but the second half to the Spuds. Finken with his first 2 has given Moorhead a 21-point lead. The fouls to Andy Larson of the Otters, and Finken's free throw is on the rim. It's off. No good by Finken. Here come the Otters now with 1 minute to go. Driving all the way down, shot missed. Rebound, scrambled after. An Otter has hit the deck. Andy Larson is hard on the floor. Gary Schuler is being called out. 46 seconds to go, and Michelle Rudrick also comes onto the field. And so we have a break from the Moorhead gym. 36 seconds remaining at Moorhead 72, Otters 54.
Let's Gertie, and wish all the best to Moorhead High students this school year. Let's go Spuds!
Matt Haas is checking in now for the Otters, and he led the Fergus Falls Junior Varsity earlier tonight with 22, and he replaces Andy Larson, who was shaken up a bit after the last trip up pitch. Spuds will head up with an 18-point advantage, 43 seconds to go, and off to the far side. Off it goes. Here's the lineup by Landon Burns. Shot will go, tipped up, and away. Finally pulled in by Luke Braxton. Long pass up on the near side for Nathan Klein. Steps inside the arc and shoots off the end. Rebound to the baseline. Pulled in by Hars. Back out it comes. Slip loose and scramble after. Finken takes it away, and he brought it over the top. And he gets tripped up and goes down on the floor. Colin Finken and the Spuds teamed up on a steal to create the turnover, and then Finken, who is not a guard, trying to bring it into the front court alone. He was caught, double dribbled, and gave the ball back to the Otters. So 19 seconds now showing. Here's Hars. Out between the circles for Matt Johnson. Far side. Spuds still playing tight defense. Colin Finken picking up the foul. His first. Spuds will close out their regular season Saturday afternoon against the St. Cloud Tech Tigers. 3 o'clock matchup for the varsity. Prelims to the 1. This game for Fergus Falls completes their season, and they'll finish it on a bit of a sour note after losing on the road at Little Falls 90-76. At the line, Luke Braxton makes the free throw to make it 72-55. And now 56 as he makes the second one. 9 seconds to go. Jordan Calgi at midcourt. Spuds do not even need to approach. Calgi will drive the lane. Haas with the block shot and the horn's gone. Spuds with a big recovery in the second half. Take away a win tonight against the Otters. Final score, Moorhead 72, Fergus Falls 56.